my initials on your carving my initials on your forehead. Carving my initials on your carving my initials on your forehead.
No, if he's never gonna move, won't mind though. You'll make me come to you, but I'm still dancing no more. Still dancing.
Yeah, I didn't sing for a while because I didn't have the confidence. I didn't think that I had anything to say, and I found it quite uncomfortable saying that I was a singer because I didn't feel like I earned my stripes. Do you know what I mean? So I mean, I'd sung in musicals at school and got a few classical training lessons. So I didn't think it meant that I was a singer. So I just went to university. I did my education and thought I should get a proper job. Luckily, got to be a backing singer for my best mate, who was a guy called Jack Pignate, and he let me tour with him and play in these. You know, his first gig was Glastonbury. It was like, and he was playing to really big crowds. So I was very lucky. It was kind of, I got in being a backing singer. Met Subtract through a friend of mine called Tick, who was touring with me and Jack Pignate. We were both playing for Jack Pignate, and we were touring in America, and Tick had all these white labels of Subtract's songs that hadn't come out, and he was giving them to different record stores around Canada and America, and he also was playing me lots of Sampha at the time. And so I heard this music and I thought he sounded amazing. Tick suggested that we met up and work together, and he lives in Tooting, and so it was very easy for us to, we just did it in his living room, and the first song that we did was Nervous, and I was petrified, and so we did that, and then Subtract knew the numbers lot and sent it to them. I think we hadn't finished the song. I think we'd done like a verse and a chorus, and the numbers boys were like, well, we'll take it, just finish the song. And then the next thing I know, I've got a release with Subtract with my name on, which was crazy. I love pop music, so and I love big pop hooks because they get in your head, and those are the ones that you end up having going around in your head at night. And but I also love electronic music, and so it was about combining them in a tasteful way. With Running, it was one of I think it was the last song I wrote for the album, and Julio Bashmore and I had already written a song called Sweet Talk together, and we'd already done 110%. And so this was really, there was no pressure. It was just like, let's just make a fun song. And really, as soon as Bashy started playing the chords, it reminded me of Chaka Khan, Ain't Nobody. And then I was like, right, I want that feeling. I want that kind of over-the-top, melodramatic, kind of passionate dance song. And, you know, but I also wanted to kind of pull it back a bit, and with the chorus it's quite restrained for me, and so the Sade thing, I mean, she's always in my mind anyway. I love her, and then with 110%, it was definitely influenced by, you know, hence like having Big Pun sampled in it, and yeah, it was, you know, that kind of Khalees Millionaire, Andre 3000 thing. But yeah, it was me trying to be as kind of feminine and get away with R&B. Before I got signed or anything, and when I was just kind of thinking of myself as a vocalist, I had like a wish list, and Bashmore was up at the top of who to work with because I'd heard his MySpace. And I think he really like has a stamp on those songs that we've written together. You can feel a Bashmore presence, which I love. And yeah, it's been amazing working with him. I love working with him, and I feel like I can really kind of give everything when I'm in a studio with him. Lots of people were comparing me with KTB at the beginning. I think probably because I was a girl singing in quite an R&B way and soulful way, which I think Katie does amazingly on dance tracks. I think we're probably not as similar as people maybe thought at the beginning. I think probably because mine's not as dancey as Katie's album, but I love that people compare me with her because I think she's super talented, and I think she writes amazing songs, and she's great live. She's wicked. I love her. So it was definitely great when she came out, and she was very supportive of me, and I found that with a lot of artists like Leanne Havas. The girls are really on each other's side, which is really nice. So I'm really appreciative of KTB opening up this kind of sphere of that female vocalists can do more and have, you know, play a part in electronic music. I think she paved the way. I think I had this kind of mentality that I may not get the chance to do another album, so I'm going to put everything into it. So I feel like that kind of really came out in things like Running and Taking in Water. But yeah, I'm still learning how to be a songwriter. It's really new for me. At the moment, like, it feels very surreal that my album's coming out in a few weeks. So I'm going to try and enjoy this. But yeah, if I get the chance to do a second album, I think I'm really going to focus on kind of digging deep with songwriting again. I feel, you know, there's lots. I'm so proud of the whole album. And I just kind of want to, I think maybe this time I can enjoy it, the writing process a bit more, because I won't be so scared, because I'll have my album. That's okay. I can always, you know, it was always quite a scary thing when I'd be going in with songwriters, so I don't play anything. And they'd be like, so what, you know, I didn't have any songs. I had the collaborations, which were great to show off my voice, but that wasn't necessarily the kind of music that I wanted to do. So for now, like now I have some songs, I have a portfolio, so then it will feel a bit less scary the second time around, maybe.